Hey guys, welcome back to the fish room. I'm really pleased to be sharing this video with you. The central air system is all finished. All the tanks are hooked up. So today I thought we'd take a closer look. I'll show you how everything's running in the tanks, and then we're going to go behind the wall and I'll show you how I have everything hooked up. So I first wanted to say I think this system is awesome. I'm really glad that I chose to go this route. I like how everything is fully adjustable. I also think it's going to be a lot easier to maintain the tanks by running sponge filters. As far as noise goes, it's really not too bad down here. You get a little bit of bubbling from the tanks and a little bit of a hum from the pump, but overall, not too bad. So the other thing I've done is I ran all of my air lines and all of my electrical cords through the wall, and I hooked everything up from the back. So I really like how that's created a nice clean look in this room, and you'll get a better idea of what I'm talking about when we get a little bit closer. So let's jump in and we'll take a closer look at everything running in the tanks. So as you can see, I have tons of flow in the tanks. And again, I love that everything is completely adjustable. I can adjust each individual filter. I can turn them up, turn them down, depending on the tanks and depending on my needs. And I love how there's a lot of surface agitation and it's creating a lot of oxygen in the tanks. So it's great for the fish. So one thing I've done down here that I didn't plan on doing was I added air stones to 5 of the biggest tanks, and that was mainly just to bleed off a little bit of the air from the pump. The pump that I have is actually a little bit bigger than what I need down here, but it's good to be a little bit oversized than undersized, and definitely gives me some room to add more tanks in the future or add more lines if I chose to do so. And again, that extra little bit of aeration really doesn't hurt anything, and kind of glad that I did that. So it's working out good. So I have a couple little things to clean up down here. I do still have some sponge filters that are seeding, like in this 40 breeder. So I do still have my canister filter hooked up, but eventually that'll be taken away when the filters are seeded. And I'll probably be putting that one on my 120. And again, over here on my 29 gallon and one of the 10 gallons, I have a couple of hang-on backs, and they're just helping with seeding the new filters as well. So a couple other little things that I completed down here. I made a couple of do-it-yourself lids for 2 of the 10 gallons on the bottom here. And I also made a set for both of my 75 gallons, and they turned out really well. I'll probably do a little video on those sometime in the future. So let's take a look around back and I'll show you how I have everything hooked up. So here we are at the heart of the operation. I have my Gemco pump. It's model DAP-MH30. And I just have that running to a pre-made Gemco 12 valve manifold. Then I just have some flexible tubing, runs up here over the doorway, and it connects to another 12 valve manifold on this side. So this side of the room runs my 10 gallons and my 29 gallon, as well as my egg tumblers. And what I've done is I just have a couple of extra lines hanging off, and they're just bleeding out a little bit of air. I was a little bit afraid to back up the pump, so decided to do that, but apparently it's not really a big issue with these pumps. They can handle a little bit of back pressure, but I have them bleeding a little bit of air, and I can't really hear anything out in the front of the room, so certainly doesn't hurt to do that. And those lines are all ready to go whenever I want to hook up my egg tumblers. So this side here runs my 75 gallons and my 40 breeders. And as you can see, I've just drilled some holes through the hardboard. And that's how I've run my air lines and run all of my electrical cords. It's actually been fairly easy to maintain everything. It's not really a big deal to come back here and unplug things or adjust the air valves from the back. So far I really like how it's set up. So that's just about going to do it for the video. I just want to thank you guys for watching. And if you're on here looking to set up a system of your own and you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'll definitely do my best to help answer them if I can. So thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you again real soon.